What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hope you guys had a great day. Took a couple trades today. OCEA was the main one for me. Before I dive into the book, which the book was phenomenal on this one. Just kind of what kind of setup was this, right? The day two continuation play. There was a lot of key things on this one. Again, if you look at, let's go to charts real quick, okay? Breaking this down, this is a nice sideways consolidation daily, right? There's a couple layers. You got one right here. All right, then you got a little sideways consolidation right here, and then some more sideways consolidation right here. I did put a little zone right here, and then we have a nice window gap on the daily. Okay, there was a pretty much gap from this gap down right here, so I did put this down. It's not a window gap, but I did put that as supply, and then, what do you know, today I had some trouble breaking out over 275s or, really 266s. This was a phenomenal play. This was an amazing return. Especially if you were, if you trade different, you hold. You definitely, without a doubt, could have got a couple of scalps maybe out of this leg, and then maybe this leg, and then this leg. So 3 scalps, okay, potentially. This was an important breakdown zone for me after hours that it reclaimed. I actually flagged above it, and then reclaimed this 5-minute stuff. That was cool. Key things on this one for me was I was watching this consolidate and actually not break down over yesterday's previous halt level. These were phenomenal ads, okay? And then paying attention to it not breaking down and then even averaging up into this flag right here. So there's a couple of them. I really think open print on this one was a good ad. And then, the risk to reward from low a day was only 10 cents. So that was really great. Solid average of like 160s on this one, and rode this up for almost $1 per share. That was really great. All right. So again, working with what kind of daily, this is a continuation play off yesterday. Friday. It did not break down. It did not get heavy. And then more importantly, how am I like looking at this a lot better than just looking at candlesticks, guys? This book had a great front runner right here at 130s. All right, I really didn't see a lot of big sellers on the best bids, and then right here against 140s, they started to show some support, about 12K. There was a lot of open space. If you see this offer right here, this offer was pulled, so they had at $1.60 had 20K right there, and now this gets pulled, so this kind of opens up that pocket. And then there's this, small little walls right here. I think this guy potentially moved himself right there, got filled and removed. And then again right here, if you actually zoom in, there was a nice 80K bidder right after they removed this liquidity. And then they actually lightened this up here at 170, so that was pretty cool, right? After that, clear skies to 190s, all right? And then, if you're comparing this to where we're trading, as we're trading it, okay, this is that $2 level right here. So obviously this is that flagpole break, but this was that breakdown zone 2 that I showed from after hours. So that was key right here. Okay, I wanted to see that breakthrough, and then it pulled back and then held it. Did not get heavy. Okay, it did not get heavy on the book. All they did was have this little offer right here, and they chewed through it, and this became basically, a nice pullback to previous area of interest with some nice continuation into 235s. Okay, now as this broke down, this actually pulled back to another previous area of interest on the book, so that was really nice to see. Again, I like to look for areas where there was a previous limit order to see if we can get a bounce off that and these smallies, and it's been working out pretty well. Okay, another thing, this pullback right here too, to me, was very controlled, because yes, there were offers right here, okay, and you'll be able to see them right here. You got 16K, and then you had about a little 24K, and then it was pulled, and then you got 14 at 204, and then a little bit at 15. So as you can see this, remember that you can go back and forth on your guys' book. and you'll be able to see how they're kind of auctioning the price, and they're pushing and pulling these offers right here, and eventually as price action starts to come through right here, all of that got pulled. That is phenomenal, especially if you're holding, you know, 100% scaled some up and into the 230s in the strength, and then holding a core, looking for this to see if this can continue, because the ultimate goal, nonetheless, on this one is actually to see a 240 break, right? I want to see after our highs kind of get smashed and crushed through. And then after that, there was that supply zone that I had right here. I wanted to see if that can get filled. After that, we're pretty much flirting with this window gap area on the daily. That would have been great, okay? Even maybe the 200s, so which would have been actually the top of that window gap. So that would have been great. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. You can kind of see, as we're going into here, we really needed this candle right here to push this 1208, right? So comparing that to the book up here, okay, really this should have went. This did not go, all right. There was no more continuation on the book, so that was pretty much, the end of that one. Then you can start seeing this is where backsides to me started to come in, where they're putting down offers. No one's having any appetite right here on these best offers. And then the bids that are trying to hold this up are starting to get sold into. Okay, so that was key. And then as you can see, okay, now there's more offers holding this down, and there's not a lot of appetite or buyers stepping up anymore, and they're starting to sell into the bids right there. So that was cool. This was actually a really great play. Yeah, this made new highs right here, but to me, that didn't really matter anymore. It only missed out on a few cents, so that was great. Same type of price action that you kind of saw right here on the book is basically what you saw right here. Now this is starting to get heavier. You kind of see that there's more offers now. All right, there's more offers and there is support. You can kind of see a 240 bidder right down here, but they just get sold right into. Okay, phenomenal play. A really great return from 160s on this one. There was a couple other ones. This ZVSA right here. This one was not bad. I did not catch this one, unfortunately. This did a nice little weak open and then just kind of went up, halted, unhalted, and halted again. ZVSA. I'm just watching that one at this point like, okay, I missed it. It's too late. I missed it. And then it just halted, and then opened up, tried to squeeze, and then pulled back and pretty much faded all day, Okay, right, so this tried to fill that window gap. It definitely did. It filled its gap, but could not sustain or gain any support or traction after that. All right, so nice sideways consolidation on the daily. Nice little window gap to be filled right here. This pre-market paint was not that bad. This was a miss on me, and that's okay. OCEA was an absolute banger for the day. You don't have to catch them all. And then, I'm learning, as long as I can get a nice return percent-wise with some shares, you're going to miss a couple. You don't need to be in all of them. Or, I learned that I don't need to be in all of them. Obviously, I would have liked, this is a dollar per share move too. Well, I got a nice dollar per share in OCEA. So, whether I try to spread my wings and put a little bit here and a little bit there, maybe you'll make a little bit there on this one, a little bit there on this one, but getting a solid return on one ticker per day is the ultimate goal for me, at least. All right, guys. Much love, peace out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.